In this class, we are going to discuss about theorem 8.1 and 8.2, chapter 8, quadrilaterals. Observe theorem 8.1 and 8.2. What about the 8.1? A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. And 8.2 is what? In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. These are theorems we want to prove. And how we will prove? Observe a diagonal of a parallelogram. We know well parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. This is parallel to this one. This one is parallel to this one. Opposite sides are parallel. Clear? So we want to prove that. What we want to prove that? A diagonal of a parallelogram. This one is what? One diagonal. This is A, B, C, D. It is a quadrilateral, and this quadrilateral is what? Parallelogram. Clear? Now, in which AC is what? Diagonal. AC is a diagonal, and this diagonal divides this parallelogram. This diagonal is dividing this parallelogram into two triangles. One is ABC, another one is CDA. This diagonal is dividing this parallelogram into two parts. We want to prove this one. Are you getting now? This diagonal AC is dividing this parallelogram in two triangles ABC and CDA, and these two triangles are congruent. This thing we want to prove. So how we will prove? Observe, let ABCD is a parallelogram. Let ABCD is a parallelogram, and ABCD is a parallelogram, and AC is a diagonal. Observe, simple question. These two theorems we want to prove. So how we will prove? We are taking one parallelogram, and in which AC is what? Diagonal of this parallelogram. Clear? Now this diagonal is dividing this parallelogram into triangles, above this one and this one. So we want to prove that these two triangles are congruent or not. We studied congruence rule. By using these rules we will prove. So in this diagonal dividing two triangles A, B, C and C, D, A. So in triangle A, B, C and triangle C, D, A. These two triangles we want to prove congruent or not. Clear? So these two triangles we want to prove congruent or not. Clear? So now once we observe, what we are observe from this diagram, in which this side is parallel of this one and this side is parallel of this one. Clear? Now I am taking BC. BC is parallel of AD. Observe carefully. BC is parallel of AD. BC is parallel of AD and AC. For both parallel line, one transversal is there. This one is what? AC. AC is a transversal. Simple. In a parallelogram we are having two pairs of parallel lines. These two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. Now in two pairs I am taking this pair. This line is parallel of this pair I am taking. BC is parallel of AD and one transversal is there. We studied two lines are there, one transversal is there, two lines are going and one transversal there. Then we are getting what? This angle, this angle, this angle and this angle. These four angles, 1, 2, 3, 4. These four angles are what? Interior angles. Two lines are there and one transversal is cutting. Two lines are parallel and one transversal is cutting both lines. Then we are getting four interior angles. Now in which this AD and BC, two parallel lines are there and AC is transversal, then this angle is equal to this one, yes or no? In which this angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 2 equal to angle 4. Why? Because alternate interior angles are equal. The angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 2 equal to angle 4. Why? These are alternate interior angles and alternate interior angles are equal. So once we consider BC and AD are two parallel lines and AC is transversal, then this angle will be equal to this one. So BC is parallel of AD and AC is a transversal. Then we can say what angle? Angle BCA equal to angle BCA, this angle equal to what? Angle this one, DAC, both angle. This angle equal to this one. Why? Once we take these two lines are parallel and AC is transversal is going, then this angle will be equal to this one. We studied already. These two are what? Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Now clear this one. Now next one, once we talk about this pair, these two parallel lines, observe. In the first we consider this and this one both are parallel and this one is transversal. Now I am taking AB and CD, both are parallel. AB is parallel of what? DC, and AB is parallel of DC and AC is a transversal. Then what we can say? These two lines are parallel like this and one transversal is there. Then same process, alternate interior angles are equal. It means this line and this line, these two are parallel line, AC is transversal. It means this angle will be equal to this one, yes or no? This angle will be equal to this one. Why? Alternate interior angle. So write these two angles. This angle can be written as BAC. BAC will be equal to what? DCA. Angle DCA. DCA will be equal to BAC. Why? Alternate interior angles. Observe, two angles of these two triangles. Once AC is the diagonal of this parallelogram, then this AC is dividing this parallelogram in two triangles. One is this one, another one is this one. Now we want to prove that these two triangles are congruent or not. So we are taking this angle is equal to this one and this angle is equal to this one. Two angle of these two triangles we equate. Now one thing we require, three things we obtain, then we can say by using congruence rules. In the congruence rules we require three things. Two angles we obtain, two angles of these two triangles are equal we obtain. How? By using this theorem, this process. Two lines are parallel and one transversal there, then we are getting interior angles, and in the interior angles alternate interior angles are equal. So by using this process we are observed in these two triangles two angles are equal. Clear? Now only one thing required to prove congruence. So in both triangles, observe carefully, in both triangles AC is common. Yes or no? AC. For this triangle ABC having AC, and triangle CDA is also having AC. So what we can say? AC is equal to CA, or AC equal to CA is common in both triangle. Common. When we talk about these two triangles, we are discussing about these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle CDA. ABC and CDA, these two triangles we are having, we want to prove what? Once diagonal is passing and it is dividing into triangles, they are congruent or not. So we are taking this triangle and this triangle, by using some laws we are proving that what? This angle equal to this angle and this angle equal to this one, and in both triangle this is what? Common. Finally, what we can say, observe what we can say, triangle ABC is congruent of triangle what? CDA. Why? By angle side angle congruence rule. By angle side angle congruence rule we can say these two triangles are congruent. Observe what we are doing. We proved that these two triangles are congruent. Why? Because angle side angle congruence rule. It means for this one and this one, these two triangles, two angles are equal. This angle, for this triangle, this angle is equal to this one, and this angle equal to this one. And AC, one side is common. So we can say by angle side angle congruence rule, we can say triangle ABC is congruent of, this is a congruent of triangle CDA. We proved theorem 8.1. Yes or no? What? Observe again. So simple way to we can prove this theorem. Theorem is what? A diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into two congruent triangles. This is the parallelogram and AC is a diagonal. We want to prove that this diagonal dividing this parallelogram into two congruent triangle or not. It means this diagonal is dividing this parallelogram in two triangles, and these two triangles are congruent or not. We want to prove this one. So this and this triangle we are having, triangle ABC and triangle CDA. ABC and CDA, these two triangles we are taking. Okay, then in this diagram, once we observe, this side is parallel of this one and this side is parallel of this one. Why? Because it is a parallelogram, and parallelogram property is that opposite side. Parallelogram is what? It is the quadrilateral, and having opposite sides are parallel. The one pair is this one and another pair is this one. They are what? Parallel. So once we talk about these two parallel lines and this transversal, then this angle equal to this one. Why? both are alternate interior angle. It means this angle BCA, this angle will be equal to DAC, this angle will be equal to BCA. Clear? Why? Because two parallel lines and cutting by transversal, then we are having interior angles, and in the interior angles, alternate interior angles will be what? Equal. So this one equal to this one angle we equate in both the triangle. Now next one, we want to prove congruence rule, and congruence rule to prove we require three things. So one angle in both triangle we proved. Now next one, these two parallel lines we considered. Now we will take these two parallel lines, AB and DC, both are parallel, and for both again AC is what? Transversal. So once this is the transversal for this one, then this angle will be equal to this one. We are writing angle BAC. This angle will be equal to DCA, this angle. Clear? And why we are writing like this? Because they are alternate interior angle. Clear? We studied already in a congruence rules. Clear? Now next one, two things. For the congruence required three things, but two we proved. Now only one thing required. In both the triangle, AC is common. So three things we obtained. Three things of both the triangle are what? Common. So what we can say? Triangle ABC is congruent of triangle CDA because angle side angle congruence rule. Three things we observed common. Clear? So we proved theorem 8.1. A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Clear? Now next theorem is what? In a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. This is the parallelogram in which opposite sides are equal or not. This thing we want to prove. We proved these two triangles. Once this diagonal is going and it is dividing parallelogram into the two triangles, then this triangle is congruent of this one. We proved this one. This angle is equal to this one, this angle is equal to this one, and this side is common in both. Then we can say remaining parts of the triangle will be equal. How? This angle will be equal to this one, and this side will be equal to this one, and this side will be equal to this one. Yes or no? We proved these two triangles are congruent. We proved the congruence rule. It means corresponding parts of congruent triangles will be equal. We are having one law. Two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. It means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. For both triangles, corresponding parts will be equal. So automatically we can say this side will be equal to this one, this side equal to this one, this angle will be equal to this one. And this thing we want to prove in theorem 8.2. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Yes, no doubt at all. What? AB equal to DC. AB equal to what? DC. Why this one is equal to this one? For ABC triangle AB and for CD, what triangle? D, what triangle? Another one is CDA. CDA. For ABC and CDA, for ABC, AB is equal to DC. Why? Because by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. We proved both the triangles are congruent. Once we obtain this condition, and how we are getting this one? Angle side angle congruence rule. So corresponding parts of these two triangles will be equal. So AB will be equal to DC by CPCT. We proved for this theorem. Opposite sides are equal. This is opposite of this one. So these are equal. Why? By CPCT. Already we proved both triangles are congruent. So CPCT is what? Corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Now another thing. This side BC equal to AD. BC will be equal to AD. This is also by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So this theorem, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. To prove this one, first we prove both triangles are congruent or no. Not. Once we observe both are congruent, then we can easily to say corresponding parts of congruent triangles will be equal. So we proved this one. So in this way, we proved these three things. Two things are this one and one is this one. In the 8.1, we require only this one. But in the 8.2 theorem, we require to prove these two things. And how we are proving this one? First, we should prove what? Congruence of these two triangles. Clear? So we can say hence proved. Both theorem we proved. Clear? Observe again. Only 1 to 2 minutes I am explaining what we are doing in this. In these theorems, simple theorem, simple 8.1 and 8.2, two theorems in our syllabus we are having. So 8.1 is what? A diagonal of a parallelogram. This one is what? Parallelogram. We know well parallelogram having opposite sides are parallel. In the parallelogram, opposite sides are what? Parallel. So its opposite this one, this will be the parallel and this both will be what? Parallel. Clear? We want to prove what? A diagonal of a parallelogram divides it. Diagonal of this is a diagonal and this is dividing this parallelogram in two. It divides it into two congruent triangles. It is dividing two triangles. These two triangles are congruent or not, we want to prove this one. So what we are doing, we are taking both triangles and we are applying some concept. We are taking BC is parallel of AD. BC is parallel of AD. Two parallel lines are there. One transversal is there. It means this angle will be equal to this one. One angle we equate. Once we take these two parallel line and this transversal, then this angle will be equal to this one. We equate second angle. Clear? Three things required to congruent. This AC is common in both. So we proved all three things. So finally we can say this triangle ABC and this triangle what? CDA both are congruent. Why? By angle side angle. This angle is equal to this one, this angle equal to this one. Why these are equal? We are having these conditions. Two parallel lines, one transversal, then alternate interior angles will be equal. By using this condition we are proving. And this one is the common. So angle side angle congruence rule we proved. Both triangles are what? Congruent. Once we obtain the two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts will be equal. So automatically AB side will be equal to CD and BC side equal to what? AD. By CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So theorem 8.2 also we proved after congruence proved of these two triangles. Clear? So this is a simple way to understand these theorems. I hope you understand this class. That's all about this class. Thank you so much.